You know, I am pondering over here. What I am pondering is how to get the most out of WPAY coming out for Roundhill and the Roundhill weeklies. You got to be wise with these funds because if you're not, they're going to hurt you. But their strengths are pretty freaking awesome. Let's get into it today. All right, all right. Let me put this wonderful, beautiful Savinelli pipe up over here on the side, and I'm just having some tasty beverage out of a Dividend Colt mug. If you want a Dividend Colt mug, check out my merch store, baby. All right. Let's go. The Roundhill weeklies have been out for, a couple, 3, 4, 5 months, whatever. And people have been loading up on them as the market's ripping. They've been enjoying the growth that these have. And that's what makes them fantastic for WPAY and the Roundhill weeklies. When the market is going up, that extra 0.20 leverage really helps on the growth side. But people are starting to see now what can happen when the market goes down. People are already getting panicky on the yield mac weekly, on the Roundhill weeklies, right? They're starting. There's some of them are coming down because the market's come down for a day, right? And people are already like, oh my gosh, the dividends are dropping. What are we gonna do? They're dropping more than the underlying. Well, yes, that's going to happen because they have that extra leverage. And if the market or underlying of that fund continues to tumble, that extra leverage is going to be compounded day after day after day as it continues to fall. And so the dividends, of course, the distributions, of course, will continue to come down as well. So it's like yield max on steroids. Yeah. So if you can't handle yield max going down and you decided it was a great idea to get in these Roundhill weeklies and then over leverage yourself on them, and you couldn't handle yield max going down and that hurt your stomach, you're going to need a prescription, bro. These are going to really, really hurt you on the downside. And especially for people who've never messed with leverage funds. You won't even know how to handle it. You're going to freak out. But never fear. They have an amazing strength. What is that strength? Well, that's their growth. And we haven't really seen this from this type of covered call fund before. So we know so far, because the market has been ripping, the extra leverage has been great for them on a growth side. Right? We can see them going up exponentially. We can see the distributions before were actually increasing. And that's great, right? You want to see those dividends increasing. You want to see the share price rising. But that comes at a cost. And that's going to come at a cost with WPAY as well. It's not even out yet. And it's already the hot ticket. So, first we had the whole Tesla thing, QQQY. That was my girl. Boy, was I wrong on that one. And since Defiance changed it, that's another discussion for another day. Then we had Nvidia. We have, I don't know, Misty, a whole bunch of others, right? Well, ULTY now, right? Well, this is going to be the new flavor. It's coming out. And as long as the market keeps ripping, people are going to be piling into this like they have with the Roundhill weeklies and piling in with a margin. And you know how the story ends. I don't have to tell you. If you are over leveraged in yield max funds and they hurt you with those extra leverage, man, come on. You're really going to be hurting. So, to be wise, let's talk about how to work their strengths. What are their strengths of the Roundhill weeklies and WPAY coming out soon? What are their strengths? That extra leverage on the growth side. So, as we're sitting here contemplating, wondering, how would that best serve me in my portfolio? Would it be best served to be buying it as the market continues to rip up? Probably not. Now, could the market go up for another year or two without any significant, correction or crash? Absolutely. It can do whatever it wants to do. Is that likely? Probably not. But it could, right? It could, absolutely. I think for me, and all I can do is speak on me, the best way to work a fund that has leverage, number one, you have to be ready to DCA into it, average into it, whatever you want to call it. You have to be ready for that for when it starts going down. Now, to get a leg up on it, you would like the market to already be coming down, right? You don't want to buy it at the tippy top, and then especially if you've never used leverage or know anything about these leverage funds, and then you see that drop more than the underlying day after day after day, you're going to freak out. So I think the wise move here is not to buy it up here at the tippy top, and it may not be the top, right? But it wouldn't be for me. I'm not buying them now. I don't have any Round Hill weeklies, although I like them a lot, and I'm not going to buy WPAY yet. I need to see some kind of drop in the market, more than just a day, right? I need to see a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, right? We need to see some downturn. That way, number one, the price will be cheaper. Number two, I will be able to utilize the strength of the fund. That is, when the market rebounds and goes back up, I can capture that. Now, in order to achieve that, you have to buy at a lower price so it can get above your cost basis. And you can not only make profit on the shares if you decide to sell them, and make profits off the distributions. Now, I don't know about these for a long hold like retirement because of that extra leverage, and it will hurt you during down periods. However, for swing trades and long swing trades, I think they're going to be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal for swing trading because the leverage will help with the growth, and you'll get the distributions weekly. Oh, honestly, guys, I think once we start dropping, I have some money that I've been saving and putting into SGov as we've been ripping up here for the last 3-4 months, and just piling all my distributions that I don't need for living expenses into SGov. I cannot wait to utilize that. And I thought I was going to start putting those into my QQQI, SPY, whatever, stuff like that, right? I think I'm going to allocate some of this towards that XPay. But I got to wait, or YPay, whatever it is. I forgot the ticker symbol already, right? That Round Hill basket fund is going to be like YMAX and YMAG, right? Whatever. WPAY, there we go, it came to me. I'm going to start putting money into that, but I have to wait for a drop because the weakness is holding it during down periods. The strength is holding it and having a low average cost and watching it rip up. And then that gives you freedom. Freedom to sell it if you want, because the shares are, have given you profit in addition to the distributions, or hold it for a long period of time, put a stop loss on it at your share price even, so all those distributions are profit month over month or week over week until it actually comes back down to break even on your share price. Dip buying on these will be great as long as the market's going down and you can get into that. But I need a big drop. Tell me what you think. I'm excited about WPAY, but you got to be wise with it, my friends. Otherwise, you're going to get hurt. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.